Jeff, what was your message to the team in the locker room?
I was proud of them. They played their tails off. Great energy, great juice. 2 out of 17 on third down. We got to be better offensively. We saw some good things. We have improved since last week, but we're just not where we need to be yet. Defensively, we played incredible toughness. Gave up some big plays, caused turnover, had some fourth down stops. Kids never stopped. We punted the ball a ton better. We covered it a lot better. I hate it we didn't make the field goal. It's insane. I had to call a timeout to get that ball kicked. But in defense, Zach Brown, Chase is going to kick it. We got the sack. Then we switched to let PNG kick it. Some miscommunication, and Tate didn't get the dang thing kicked in time. So I had to burn a timeout. So literally left 9 points on the field by not executing 4th down and 1. If we can't move 95, let's call another play. And then we came back and we did it, and we double teamed, we got him out, they got the first down. So it's frustrating tonight, but I'm really proud of my kids, how hard they played. And I know it doesn't look like it to you guys. We improved, our penalties were down. I think we only had 2 or 3 penalties. We were more disciplined. We just played a superior opponent, and they're really, really good.
Is it tough for the guys to go along with kind of incremental progress like that, or kind of what's the mood coming away from you?
Well, coming off last week, it doubled down on us, right? I mean, they know what the masses are going to say. They know what social media is going to say. They know what the media is going to say. So they're getting a double whammy for how we played last week. So we got to silence the noise outside. We got to keep staying in our building, keep listening to what we say, and we're going to be fine. And there was no hint of anybody cracking tonight.
What were some things you can take from this run of these 2 games at Texas State and at Texas that were some positives to build on starting next week with Houston Christian?
I'll have to watch the video. It just felt like we were more in command, even though we were not in command of the game. Anyway, we were more in command of what we were trying to do, what we were trying to accomplish. A lot of times we just got physically with the point of attack. But I think that's going to calm down as we move forward.
Had your team looked at any tape or prepared at all for the possibility of Arch Manning obviously coming in the second quarter at all?
We know he's a really good player, but the little bit of tape that's out there, we had watched that.
Did he surprise you with how he played, with how he was able to move the football down the field?
No. No, sir.
Jeff, do you feel that Owen maybe got some confidence tonight in the short passing game and completed some balls short range and felt like he was more in rhythm?
I've never really been worried about that because he's so accurate of a passer. I do understand why, if y'all are looking at it, y'all be like, what's kind of happened there? I knew that would come back. What I'm really proud of more than anything was his pocket awareness, like his scrambling ability, how he came out of there, got first down. Disappointing, he took the sack in the 2-minute drill. That's uncharacteristic of him. Like, he knows when he's out of the pocket, let the ball go. You know what I mean? But no, he was very efficient. Didn't have a lot of help, but he played about as good as he could have.
Jeff, the last time you guys came here and suffered a loss at a similar point in the season ended up pretty well for you, but you had a much older team. Like, what are the differences with this team as opposed to a couple years ago? And where do you go from here?
Just that. I mean, people didn't watch us when Zakari and JT and Cephas and Frank and Oscar and Sincere were growing up. They didn't watch the ugly days of barely being able to score on anybody, much less air. So the expectations are there, and they should be. I totally get it. That's what happens when you've been as successful as we have. But we've got to grow up some guys quickly. Because, next week we got Houston Christian, and then we start conference play with East Carolina, and it's going to be a very similar road field as Texas State and Texas, which is going to really help us. We're going to have to just keep getting better, but we got to grow them up. That's all I can say. And I think, it's biblical as can be. It's in James. I mean, it's how you keep your faith.
How has the program grown in the 2 years since you last played UT? Football program has it grown?
Do you mean on the field or do you mean off the field?
The entire program, on and off the field. How would you measure the progress and say that you're different today than you were 2 years ago when you played?
Well, off the field, we've grown tremendously. I mean, we're night and day. We have nutrition staff. We can go on and on and on about how much we've grown in 2 years. On the field, I would say right now we're not as mature and experienced as we were 2 years ago. Because 2 years ago we had 3 years of the same kids playing, and now we lost a lot of players on offense, defense, and special teams that we're trying to grow up right now. That's about as quick as I can be on a 2-year synopsis there.
You probably won't face another team with that kind of team speed the rest of the year. Did you come out of this one healthy? Do you feel like, obviously that's kind of the goal of a game like this? Do you feel like you're coming out of it?
I don't know how bad it is yet. I mean, we lost a few guys along the way. Robert Henry got hurt. Walker Betty had to come out. Denver. I just got to look and see what that looks like right now. Usually you don't know for sure to the next day when you get MRIs, X-rays back, for the severity of it. But I know our spirit, the ones that are up in there, their spirits are up, and they go practice tonight if I ask them to.
This is probably the wrong word, Jeff, but have the past couple of weeks humbled this team in a way maybe it hasn't been in the last few years under you?
I really don't know what the word would be right now. I don't know what that word would be. I think we're finding out who we are. I'm really proud of their culture, how the kids carry on, how they practice, how they believe in this place and us. And a work in progress would be where we are right now. Have we lost our confidence? No, we have not lost our confidence. We still believe in what we can do. And as a matter of fact, we know we're going to do it. We just don't know when, but we know we're going to do it.
You came out of here two years ago, 1-3, or 1-2, and ran off 10 straight to win the conference. Do you have that same kind of feeling that, not that you would win 10 straight, but that you still could contend for the American?
I never look at it that way. I don't. I mean, I can promise you, the last time I was here, I was probably full of piss and vinegar and pissed off about something. And I was getting on y'all about something. I'm probably trying to fundraise and get some nutrition back in those days. So I'm sure I'm gonna find something to be upset about. I mean, I can't see past tomorrow, Don, honestly. And I'm really excited to watch this video because I think we're gonna see a lot of good stuff. And I think I'm gonna be furious about the mistakes offensively. And that's how I feel right now.
Coach, up on the side, what do you want UTSA fans to gather from this game?
I get it. I mean, we got beat 55-7. Hell, if I was them, I'd be madder than a Hornet. I'd want to know what the heck we've been doing all freaking fall camp, and spring, and summer. Do we practice? Do y'all call plays? Do y'all work? I mean, do y'all do anything? I get it. I'd be frustrated too. It doesn't matter what I want them to hear. Our play tells them. And our play is not giving them any hope right now. So I don't blame them for being frustrated. Not at all.
You talk about fans are being angry. You guys are returning home now. You haven't been in 3 weeks. Is there a sense of maybe a notion of your players playing angry with wanting to get back, back to what Roadrunner football is?
Yeah, it's just not that simple, people. I mean, if it was that simple, I'd take a freaking taser gun and I'd just taser all of them in their butts and get them pissed off, and we'd go out there and play hard about one play, and it gets back to your practice and what your training's like and what are you doing all the time. It's just not that simple. It's the 10,000 hour rule. Y'all don't want to hear it. I get it. Y'all are media. Y'all need to get all over my tail right now. I totally get it. But it just takes time, and it takes a lot of time. And y'all ain't got time for it, man. Y'all can change channels and go to another team. I get it. We're going to be working when y'all change the channels. When y'all turn it back, Roadrunner's going to be a lot better at some point. Just don't know when.
Jeff, during the week you mentioned potentially having too much offense, and were you guys able to simplify today? Did that have an impact?
Yeah, we didn't have MAs tonight. We got physically whipped at the point of attack, which is very frustrating right now. Thank y'all. God bless. Birds up.